Emmylou Loves is brought to you by Voo. Keep your evening skincare regime quick and simple with these must-have products from Voo. Surprising luxury? Discover it at Woolies.
In season 1, this show was known as .com Social, and now it's Emmylou Loves. So considering on the weekend I presented a full day conference on consistency, I'm feeling like a bit of a hypocrite right now. So those of you that do know me and know me well know I'm all about behind the scenes, that 90% of where we live. We only get to see everybody's 10%, but it's the 90% where the real magic happens. Every day my profile is growing more and more, and it's not just because of my killer outfits, it's because of that 90%. It's about the way you approach your life, your work ethic, and knowing that whatever it is you want, you just got to go out there and get it. It's about putting on that to-do list. If you want to fall in love, go out there and meet some new people. If you want a promotion at work, start learning new skills. And if you want your kids to stop crying and go to sleep, just get new kids. Learn to love the behind the scenes, the hard work that goes into getting what you want, that nobody ever sees, unless they're looking at your Insta stories. You wanted a second season, you've got it. Live from Melbourne, this is Emmylou Loves.
1, 2, 3, listen.
Stop. No, basta move, basta move, basta move, basta move, basta move. No, basta move.
My name is Emmylou MacCarthy. Isn't this just amazing? Oh my God. We are finally here. Season 2, new set, new studio, new Prime Minister. So some things don't change though. I'm still trying to get a job on commercial TV. And while that's happening, I'm still yelling at the kids to put on their bloody shoes. So we have so many great guests lined up for you this season that I just know you're going to love. Some of them I do actually know personally, and some of them I've just been stalking them for a few years and invited them on. Our first guest is someone I do know personally. This man has been reading the news since before I was born, so I'm sure you will all feel like you know him personally too. It's always a good news day when you hear the name Peter Hitchener.
Peter Hitchener, 45 years at Channel 9.
I think he's lasted that long because he loves it.
He's always reaching out and connecting with our viewers.
A lifetime of news.
He was the one who told Australia that Princess Diana had died.
Experience, integrity, trust.
Knowing that he's delivering it with heart and warmth. He is truly the real deal.
He doesn't fake it.
9 News with Peter Hitchener. See it first.
Please give a big, warm Emmylou Loves welcome to Mr. Peter Hitchener. Oh, you're wonderful. Good to have you. Come take a seat. Oh, a little low.
This is comfortable. I don't know if I'll be able to get out of it. I'm going to be here for the night. Stick around.
How are you?
I'm wonderfully well, thank you very much, and congratulations on your new show. How exciting! Well,
I'm on TV.
I know it's not technically a new show, but it's a new name for the show.
It is.
Season
Well,
2.
I thought if I named it after me, no one could take it. It's mine.
I bet they want to as well.
I know, I bet they do too. Now, you have just come straight fresh from work.
Correct, yes.
From reading the news.
From reading the news. We're at Dockland, so we're just round the corner, so it's very convenient.
So I've obviously come to your work a couple of times.
Yes, you have.
I spray it all over my Instagram when I do.
Thank you.
And you work incredibly hard. But do you get tired from reading the news? Like, you know, afterwards, are you just pooped?
Just depends what the stories are. If it's a day where there's been, dramatic things happening. Today there was, terrible plane crash off the coast of Indonesia. And,
Really?
and it just makes you think about, things. And about the finiteness of our existence. Not meaning to get earnest here, but of
Yeah,
course
no,
we also
no.
have lots of great stories and happy stories and fun stories as well. And for me, one of the great joys of life is to go to the zoo, because we have a media partnership with the zoo at 9 News, and so I get to sometimes nurse a baby something or other.
Really?
Once a baby lion.
Do you
which
get anything
is,
off the gift shop? 'Cause it's bloody expensive. Do they give you a discount?
no,
Oh,
actually,
and
I think I pay full fare.
They
Actually,
get you every time because they make you go through the gift shop
I
to
know.
get out of there. And I got 3 kids, and I'm just pulling them, kicking and screaming.
And they say, no, I'd
Vita
like to
walks
have
out with a giant giraffe that's cost me $300. It just kills me every time.
But you know, there are good things in the news, and so we try and have a mix of everything. Sadly, we haven't for a long time. In fact, since before I started following St Kilda, we haven't had a St Kilda grand final win. But you know, I may live long enough to report
Who were you
on
following
that.
before St Kilda? Or you've always been St Kilda?
I grew up in southeast Queensland, and this was way before AFL came to town.
Yeah.
So I didn't know anything about it back then. But now, when I came to Melbourne in 1974, that's when I thought, look, I think I do need to have a team to follow, and the St Kilda club was kind enough to invite me to go along as their guest. And I thought, okay, I'll follow you guys.
Well,
Thank you.
I'm sure St Kilda's
There've been a few
happy
times
about
since
that.
then when I've just wondered, well, what actually did I do back then? And the other thing, because I didn't grow up with AFL in my DNA, to this very day, I go along and that's great fun. I have no idea what they're doing out there, but everyone's, it's just good fun.
No, I only followed. I'm terrible. I have absolutely no allegiance at all. So I just follow the cutest guys in the cutest team for that season. I'm like, right, done with you.
Well, that's good.
Hawthorn, let's go.
Okay, so it's Hawthorn currently.
Well, actually, I have to be honest. Grand final is West Coast because I am originally from the West Coast.
That's
so
right, you are.
I went back and defaulted back onto that, and it reminded me of the times that they had won the grand final and where I was, and there was loads of cute boys around. So yes, no, I went straight back to my roots.
Well, that's very good. And the thing is, I keep seeing on your social media, I keep following your adventures, and the West seems to play a role in it. You seem
100%. I absolutely love it. We have to go to break, and after the break, we have more Peter Hitchener and then the gorgeous Sophie Cachia.
Give me a bump.
Oh, yeah.
There is so much I fit into my days as a speaker, TV presenter, and a mum. Hydrating my skin is one of my priorities. The key ingredient I look for is hyaluronic acid. It can hold over 1,000 times its weight in water. The VOO range surprisingly means I can afford to have a dose twice daily. Discover it at Woolworths.
Before you head off-road, talk to the experts at Outback 4-Wheel Drive in Bayswater. Since 1999, we've gained a reputation for top quality service, work and maintenance. If you need a pre-trip inspection, service or repairs, or you want to kit out your 4-wheel drive with the latest gear, there's only one place to go. We're proudly independent and 100% Australian owned and operated, so we understand rugged Aussie conditions. Outback 4-Wheel Drive, 174 Canterbury Road, Bayswater, your complete off-road specialist.
On a beach day, an Aussie barbecue, a camping trip, or an adventure in the great outdoors, Didgeridooners has something for the whole family.
Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. Getaway Sri Lanka.
Loves. We are here with the veteran of news, Peter Hitchener. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, though. Do you like being called a veteran?
Oh, well, I prefer to be called a veteran than not be called anything at all.
But seriously, 45 years, yeah,
yes,
this year?
Actually, yes, and it's even scarier when you think, oh, wait, my next birthday is going to be my 73rd, so...
You're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
When is your birthday? What star sign are you?
Well, I'm not sure about star sign, but it's the 21st of February. 18 something or other.
Well, that's right, and I got you the beer with the can and everything.
Thank you.
You know, and I saw it because you posted it on Insta, and I
Yes.
was ringing around trying to get you a gift. I'm like, I need it now, today. It's for Peter Hitchener.
You did a beautiful
I was name
job.
dropping you everywhere.
Thank you.
All over me.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, I first discovered you on Insta. We first.
Yes, I think our
Connected
first
on-
connection was Insta.
And you were joining an Instagram live, which is great, and we
Yes.
all lost our marbles when
And
you
I've watched.
joined that.
Have you watched her cook dishes and things? And give the kids a bit of a talking to at the same
kids
time.
a bit of a talking to.
Anyway, it's great fun.
So, you know, I've had the pleasure of going out with Peter for dinner quite a few times. And if you go out with Peter, it's kind of like going out with your 13-year-old son. His head is in his phone the entire time.
Oh,
he
dear.
has 50,000 Instagram followers. You have 70,000 Twitter followers. And how many Snapchats?
Well, you can't really tell on Snapchat, but
A lot.
But I think I get about 5,000 or 6,000 looks per snap. So you just hope that it's
Incredible.
You hope that, and most of them are really nice, and you get all sorts of things tonight. Well, sitting in the green room, waiting to come here and talk to the Logie Award deserving Emmylou.
I love it.
On Snap, somebody said, "You want to come trick or treating with us tonight?" Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Well,
Maybe we'll go and do it
because
afterwards.
it's not bloody Halloween yet. So just.
No, they're a little earlier.
A bit early.
Getting
Now,
a bit of practice.
I don't know about you, but do you get tagged on, funny things, memes,
Yes,
or funny
memes, that sort of
videos
stuff,
or anything
yes.
like that? Well,
Yep.
I recently have started getting tagged on some pretty funny stuff, and over the weekend something was brought to my attention, and it looks like public urination is now legal. Take a look at this.
Oh.
Can we see that? Are we all just in shock? Look at this poor guy, and he's running around. Isn't that just...
Oh, yes.
I'm just shocked. You like animals, don't you?
Oh, yes, very much.
And now the other one that got sent to me, I didn't even know what to say when I first watched it. I'm pretty sure you guys aren't going to know what to say either. But apparently eating your breakfast is an excuse to tell everyone how you really feel. Look, just wait for it though. I don't think we can zoom in on the cup, but the cup, it says eat a bag of something. I'm glad that most people wouldn't have glasses.
Would you like to be teaching her at school or at kinder?
I know.
I think she might.
She reminds me of Vita, to be honest, my 3-year-old. I could imagine Vita doing that over a cup of Milo.
Maybe, yes.
All right, everyone, please thank Mr. Peter Hitchener.
Thank you.
Our next guest is a beautiful mum of 2 kids. She has 3 businesses and she's only in her 20s. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I was in my 20s, I was rolling out of nightclubs. So she is completely inspiring. She's driven. She's Sophie Cachia.
My name's Sophie Cachia, and I made a blog purely just so I could share it with friends and family. It ended up having hundreds of thousands of views in the first few weeks. I love makeup and I love getting ready. But I started my blog and my Instagram to show the really sort of ugly side of things, I suppose. Doing what I do, you've got to sort of have the thick skin. And the reality of it is that not everyone is built with a thick skin and can't handle the horrific things that are said about them. I'll always defend the underdog because I'm all about empowering and inspiring other women, and I just want to show my support.
Please welcome Sophie Cachia. Oh, thank you, honey. Thanks so much for joining me. Come take a seat.
That was such a nice intro.
Do you like that?
You surprised me. I didn't know that was coming.
I know, it was pretty gorgeous, wasn't it?
Nice.
You surprised me too when you finally gave me all the footage.
I know,
I'm like,
sorry.
Sophie, I don't mean to panic, but
Look,
it's Sunday.
I'm a last minute type of girl.
You are a
But I
last
get it
minute.
done.
And I just saw half an hour ago you were having dinner with your kids.
Yeah, I was at the pub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's here and she's sober.
I didn't sink down a frothy, but I was at the pub having a Palmer.
Now, that's the thing though, you have 2 kids, you have 3 businesses now.
Yep.
And I know, and it's not a cliched question because I think people still want to know how you actually do it all.
It's probably the most common question that I get asked. And the answer is I have no idea. But at the end of the day, I get it done. So I haven't even sort of scratched the surface of what I want to actually do in life. So people say, oh, you know, your intro was beautiful and she's amazing. She's got 3 businesses. She's in her 20s. But I haven't even sort of hit, you know, any goals that I really want to hit long term. So I'm just, I don't know, I like doing stuff, I suppose.
Yeah, you like keeping busy. And I think the thing with you, though, is that you do keep it real. We don't do it all.
No.
Do we?
No.
Like, it doesn't happen like that.
We saw in the clip, you know, I'm scraping Vegemite scraps off a board with my makeup done, probably trying to get out the door somewhere. So.
Yeah, and you're having dinner with your kids at the pub, so you get that quality time with them, but then you're off, you know, you're here, you know, but you're already done up, like you're already ready to go. That's the thing as well, as having that preparation, I think, as well.
Which, like you said, I'm probably not the most prepared, but like I said, you just get it done. You get it done, and it doesn't matter how you get it done, but you get it done.
Exactly. And now you do have a new project, Next Gen Minis, which I must admit, I don't really know a huge amount about it. I've just been seeing it on your socials. For those of you who don't know, we have just been on tour for Business Chicks. But in that time, we're kind of on stage, so we don't really get to talk about all of those projects. Tell me a little bit more about it.
So Next Gen Minis is a new business that I've just launched. I've gone into partnership with 2 professional AFL players and 2 primary school teachers. So the whole idea behind it is it's an introduction to AFL as a sport for 2 to 5-year-olds in a fun, safe, inclusive environment. But we're not just focusing on AFL the sport, we're focusing on developing their gross motor skills and social skills as they head into school. So it's a big focus for me because I had Bobby and he was 18 months old and there was just nothing football related, and it's not that I want to force him into the sport of AFL, it's just that I lived in Melbourne my whole life. I grew up in an AFL family, so I've lived and breathed the sport my whole life, and I just thought there's definitely a market there for that, and it's proved that there has been because it's just gone gangbusters.
Has it gone gangbusters?
Yeah, so we're hoping to go national next year.
Really? So it's just Victoria based now?
Yeah, we've got 3. We've got Essendon, we've got Yarrawonga, and we're about to launch Albury. And then in 2019, we hope to be nationwide.
I love that you always do that. You always go rural. Like you do have that affiliation or that connection with rural, right?
Yeah, I do seem to have a large audience out there, and I just think it is because they really don't get a lot of opportunities to go to these cool, fun events. Like, you know, how many things do we get to do being based in Melbourne? And I just think it's nice to sort of touch base with your following, and I don't like to say the word fans, but the people that engage with your stuff. It's nice to go meet them.
You know, when you first started out, as a blogger.
Yep.
Did you have an end goal at that point? You know, did you think about it then, and then now obviously it's really taken, I feel, a different direction, like you've really evolved. You know, you're a businesswoman. I don't consider you a blogger, I guess, because I've only known you for a short time, and in that time, you're a businesswoman.
Yeah, well, I was at uni. I was studying broadcast journalism, and I got pregnant at the age of 22, and blogging was sort of just my detour for the time being. I always worked in the media field, but having a baby, I obviously had to take a step back, and writing was a passion of mine, so I started writing about mum stuff. And then, you know, it went gangbusters too, and I thought, holy crap, I'm now in this space, and I sort of want to be over here, but this is working for me at the moment, and like we talked about before, I just go for it, and if an opportunity arises, I'll grab it. But long term, no. I always say I would love to get back to uni, and I actually am. I've just enrolled to study online, starting as of November, which I'm really excited about. So I'm going to finish media and communications. So originally started in sports journalism.
She's going to take my job. Oh my God, she's taller.
And mine.
Oh God.
It's called Emmylou Loves.
Emmylou Loves Sophie.
Take it.
Heard it here first.
So who inspires you in business then?
My business partner, Leah Betts. So she's been a long-term family friend of mine. Our parents grew up together, and she's worked in the fashion and manufacturing industry for over 35 years. And she is a go-get-it woman, and she inspires me every single day, and I'm so lucky to have her by my side in business. So she's with me on Cachia and Fairy Magic. And just to see, you know, the way she even writes her diary every day, I'm just like, oh my God, you're
to have that experience behind you when you're venturing in, we would kill to have that experience as well. So you know, that's incredible that you've got that as a mentor.
Yeah, I'm very lucky, but also I suppose, like I said, I'm an opportunist, and I, you know, went to her with an idea. I had my idea, and I thought, how can I do this? Let's go to someone that knows what the hell they're doing.
Incredible, incredible. After the break, we'll check in with the girls from Social Connections about what's going on around the country, and we'll have more Sophie Cachia. You're watching Emmylou Loves.
Boo's hydrating sheet mask is infused with witch hazel and aloe vera extract that nourishes my skin. The best part though, you can buy them from Woolies. Surprising luxury. Discover it at Woolies.
Race into Sabe's Hobby House for all your hobby needs. Stocking a massive range of die-cast replicas, model railways, remote control, slot cars, pop culture memorabilia, and much more. Street cars, race cars, motorbikes, ships, boats, military models, civil planes, anything and everything. Stock up on gifts for the whole family before the Christmas rush. We've got something for everyone, so race into Sabe's Hobby House and secure a great bargain today. Sabe's Hobby House, the hobbyist's hardware store.
Rogers Fishing Rod Repairs specialises in restorations, modifications and replacement guides and tips. Surf rods, bait casters, spinning and fly rods are all catered for. So for quality service and quick turnaround, contact Rogers Fishing Rod Repairs today. Save money on your energy bills with Total Solar Solutions. 100% Australian owned, no overseas call centre, and all of our work is done by in-house electrician. Total Solar Solutions are clean energy approved, and we care about installing a system that works for your home and saves you money. Let us find you a total solar solution, hassle-free. When quality matters to you, call us for all your residential, commercial and battery solutions today. Total Solar Solutions, your trusted name in solar. Pay off your mortgage fast. Find paths to generate extra income without all the hard work. We have simple, proven methods to smash your mortgage. Call 1300 TMB SHOW now to get your free personalised Bust Your Mortgage report.
Programming on C31 is regulated by a code of practice which stipulates requirements of program content, classification and sponsorship. If you see something which you think is in breach of the code, you can submit a written complaint to this station. If you're unhappy with the response, you can then refer the complaint to the Australian Communications and Media Authority. You can obtain a copy of the code from our website, c31.org.au, or call us on 9660 3131 during business hours.
Welcome back to Emmylou Loves. The girls from Social Connections, Beck and Cara, are back this season, and their details are on the screen right now. Now, they are currently manning the Emmylou Loves Facebook live stream, so head on over and say hello, but I am going to warn you, if you're a troll, or if you're thinking about getting on the Facebook live stream, these girls are from Werribee, and they will glass you if they give you any crap. I mean it. You want to see these girls in action? I have. Now, this week, they've been out and about creating a list of the best events around the country so you don't have to. So here are just a few things that are happening. So we've got the Jayco Bendigo Cup. Oh, I'm the judge for that. So this is the Fashions on the Field, 31st of October. I'm one of the judges. Come down, I'll give you all the confidence you need. We've also got Tribe Skincare VIP Party at the pool deck at the Ridges on Swanson Street, Melbourne on the 28th of November. Well, look what, Sophie.
Hello.
Oh, here we go. Lady Boss Events presents Christian Hull, Sophie Cachia and Mel Gregg in Shepparton on the 18th of November. That's happening in Victoria. Now, this next one is a little too late, but over the weekend, I kicked off my very first Confidence is Contagious tour. It was absolutely incredible, and because it's my TV show, we're going to have a little look. I think we can. Oh, look, everyone's in shock. Wasn't that good? It was such a great day. Didn't that look epic? How's the Haka tribe?
Fabulous.
Absolutely fabulous. We're here with Sophie Cachia and Peter Hitchener. We've got traditional media royalty, we've got social media royalty. Now, I personally believe, and I say it a lot, that you need traditional media skills to go far in social media. What are your thoughts on that? Peter, we'll go with you first.
I think that it's just inevitable that they all overlap in this day and age. And I think you have to, if you're in traditional media as I am, you also have to engage on social. And it's fortunate that when I first started it, I discovered I love it. Yeah. And so I do it not in a strategic way to, make connections with the audience that skews younger. I just do it because I like it. And there's so many ways you can do it. Some of them I'm not that, I'm sure Pinterest is lovely, but I have very little interest in Pinterest.
I don't even know how to use that.
Pinterest. No. Yeah, I can't get into it. Because every time I tap on something in Pinterest, it doesn't take me to the source.
But I try and make the secret folders, and then I realise that everyone's following them.
Yeah, and like now everyone's going to have the same birthday party.
My secret abs tricks that I'm trying to do.
And so you were saying before that you have studied journalism.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you'd think it would probably help you in front of the camera, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I know what's coming.
We got a little something that may say otherwise. Let's have a little look.
No, I'm so good. We'll be here all weekend. Oh, it's not supposed to say that. Keep going. It'll be at the Royal Exhibition. Wait, no, don't say that. Are you filming my bloopers? It's really available, and then it'll be online. That's okay. Mark, take 10. I just repeated the same thing. Let's do that again. Is that all good? Is that fine?
Oh,
Can I say that in the leopard, when I did this one, I think I was still drunk from the night before. It was my birthday weekend, and I'd planned this really big night with my girlfriends, and then one fine baby fell on that weekend, and I thought, oh God, what do I do? I fronted up and I got it done, but I might have still been a bit drunk.
And so that was One Fine Baby. That was for your business, Cachia.
Yep.
And Fairy Magic. For those of you who don't know what is Cachia? Cachia's pajamas.
So Cachia, we're morphing into sleepwear at the moment. It started as Cachia. The idea behind it was I was on Instagram and I was getting a lot of gifting and please wear this and please wear that, and I was making all these people all this money. Very like Emmylou here. And I thought, well, hang on a minute, I'm going to start making my own stuff and stuff that I couldn't really find anywhere. And I always wanted an amazing cotton leopard pair of pajamas, and I couldn't find a really good quality. So we made them, and it has been our bestseller. And everyone loves our jammies, and so we're morphing into all sleepwear now.
I love I'm obsessed with your pajamas.
Thank you, I love them too.
The new pink one with the black love heart.
The waffles,
I wear them
they're beautiful,
all the time. They take over my lives whenever I wear them. Everyone's just wanting to know the PJs.
I wear them as tracky pants too.
Yeah, I wore them to Coles the other day. It was fantastic. Oh my God. Now, Peter.
I didn't wear them.
But we're going to get.
Maybe we'll send him the pink love heart.
I think we should send him that, and also the leopard print caftan.
I think leopard prints. I rather like leopards. They happen to be sort of they're amazing. And wonderful.
There you go. We can get you the little boxer shorts if you want.
I think so.
Now, advice to anyone wanting to start their own business. So if I'm going to ask you this one, advice to any women wanting to start their own business.
I have to say, and you will 100% agree with me on this one, is you've got to back yourself, okay? You have to believe in your vision, because unfortunately you are going to face people that don't. And you're going to face the critics, you're going to face hardship, you're going to be on this roller coaster. And that's just part of life, I suppose. But what I've learned is if I don't believe in it, then it's not going to happen. And, I think if you're going to, speak a message, you need to live that message, you need to breathe that message, and that's really important to me. And that's sort of what, I like to push out to my audience. If you're going to do something, get it done.
Yeah.
But also back yourself, because there's going to be times when nobody else does. And if you don't back yourself, then it won't happen.
And then you end up having 45 years in an industry and becoming the royalty.
Yeah. Oh, hey, cut it out. But what you say is true about believing in yourself and follow your dreams, because it's the same for people coming into our industry, although it's traditional media, I know, but the thing is, plenty of kids still want to come in. I say, follow your dreams, give it a crack. If I can do it, anyone can.
And don't ever underestimate your work ethic. Work ethic will always be in fashion. I don't care what anyone says. It doesn't matter how many followers, doesn't matter what's going on. If you don't work hard, then you
and
just don't
believe
get what
in
you
your
want.
capabilities as well. I have faith in my capabilities. I know that I'm smart, and I know that I'm educated, and I know what I can do. And to some people, oh, she's arrogant. No, I just know what I'm worth, and I know how to get it.
That is so fantastic. Thank you so much. Please thank our guests tonight, Sophie Cachia and Peter Hitchener. Please give them a massive to be part of our studio audience next week. Please go to emmylouloves.com. My name is Emmylou MacCarthy. Good night, everyone.
No basta move.
Emmylou Loves was brought to you by VOO. VOO Age Regenerate Anti-Aging Day and Night Creams is luxury skincare for every woman. Surprisingly affordable. Discover it at Woolies.